Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. I'm here with Ceula from Fit Formula, and
That's right.
she's a fitness instructor. Obviously, Fit Formula. You can tell by the name. A nurse, a certified nurse, and she's also an activist. So we're going to be talking about all that later on in the show. First of all, Ceula, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, everyone. Pleasant good day. My name is Ceula, called to you as Mr. McClan said that I'm a registered nurse, also a certified Zumba instructor, as well as a certified soccer fit coach. I also do a lot of work with the community. I'm a community activist, and I love foods. I love my Caribbean foods and I love my culture a lot. So I'm here today to discuss with you all a little bit of our Caribbean style in Trinidad, what we eat and what we love to eat most.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be interesting as well is you're a fitness instructor. So I presume
Yes, I am.
your lifestyle, there has to be some sort of dietary restrictions involved. You know, what you do eat and what you like to eat, but what you don't eat because you know it's bad for you. So it'd be interesting, really interesting to see what kind of foods, if you're going to pick some healthy foods for the people as
Well,
well.
you'll be,
But
yes, and you'll be interested in my answer.
yeah,
Because
for
actually
sure.
I eat everything there. I do eat every single thing, but I
Oh,
eat it with, I minimize exactly what I intake.
right,
So we
okay.
can't eat everything, we can. We just have to know how much of everything that we eat. That's the point of it.
Right, right. So can I start by asking you, sort of what is your favorite Caribbean dish?
Okay, so funny you would ask that. I don't really have a favorite. I have about three or four dishes that I really, really, really like, and I would like to share it with you all. So my
Okay.
first dish on the list is PELAU. I love a PELAU from Trinidad. It's a popular dish that we make. It's a one pot dish, right? You can make it with different start. You can make it with different meats, right? You can put probably chicken. You can put beef in it. I usually do sometimes three different meats like chicken, beef. I do pigtail. I put it in it. Uh, I also use different sorts of peas and stuff in it. It's a really nice dish and it's easy to prepare, especially for somebody who lives that sort of hectic schedule that I live. Usually, pilau is something in my house and that I eat on the outside a lot. As well as I love seafoods, so I can't get enough of crab. I can't get enough of that curry crab and that dumpling that we make here, right? We have the cassava dumpling, or we usually do corn dumpling, or we usually just use normal flour dumpling. But the crab with that milk and you marinate that curry crab in that milk, I can't get enough of that. As well as our favorite dish that we do cook sometimes all the time. I get it on a Sunday, callaloo.
Right.
What is Trinidad without callaloo? I usually put crab in my callaloo because I'm a seafood person. So crab and callaloo and my favorite Sunday macaroni pie. We love that macaroni pie. If you don't cook macaroni pie on a Sunday, then
Yeah.
your dish isn't finished. You miss out something on that plate, right? So that's my favorite foods here in
Right.
Trinidad, where I'm from.
Okay. So I thought you, the way it started, I thought you was going to give us a whole list about four, but it's two, yeah.
Yeah, it's about four. Yeah. The pilau,
Right.
the curry crab and dumpling, the
Right.
callaloo with crab, and the macaroni pie.
Okay. Okay. Right.
The macaroni pie.
So where would you go to get your PayLow meal?
Where would I go? Well, there's normally we have where I live in Sangre Grande. It's more. I live on the east side, right, of Trinidad and Tobago, and it's basically Sangre Grande. They call the east side of Trinidad.
Right.
So I go for my PELAU at homes, right? We have a restaurant in Sangre Grande called Homes where you could get all
Oh, that's the
sorts of
name.
local foods. Yeah, that's the name of the restaurant.
Oh, that's a
Homes.
nice cozy name as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice, cozy name. You get a variety of local foods there, right? Because we live in Trinidad, you have all different sort of ethnic groups. So you get your curry, you get the PELAU, you get the callaloo, you get everything that you could possibly ask for. And it have a lot of nutritious meals. So you get your bygone, you get the bhaji, right? That they eat along. We use it with the roti as well. You get your curry mango, you get your chutney. Holmes Restaurant is a restaurant that if there's anybody visiting Trinidad and Tobago and you're on my side, you're on the east side, it's a restaurant that you can come to. And they open from Wednesday, they open from all week. Wednesdays from 6 to 5, Thursdays from 6 to 5, as well as Saturday from 6 to 6.
Right.
So you get your full course dining. If you're coming to the east side of Trinidad, visit Hope's Restaurant.
Okay, and whereabouts in Sangre Grande are they?
They're located exactly. They're located George Street.
Aha.
George
Right.
Street, Sangre Grande.
Right. Okay. So tell us where you get some of your crab and dumpling from.
Well, with the crab and dumpling, we have areas in the east side, right? We have a guy named Bodows, right? He's located on the Manzalina Mayaro Road, the main road,
Right.
right? And he's famous for a lot of seafoods, and it's usually done like how they used to cook before in the dirt ovens, where you smoke the stuff. So with the crab and dumpling, you could get it there, as well as the callaloo and the crab, you could get it there as well. But he
Say the name.
does
Sorry. Say the name again, please.
bolos,
Bolos.
bolos, bolo, bodo,
Oh, right.
bodo.
Right. Now, Bodows. Yeah, I've been
I'm
there. It's
being
right by the
corrected.
bridge. Right
Yes,
by the bridge.
bodo.
Yeah. Right. Right.
It's
Yeah,
right by
that's a
the bridge,
lovely
yeah.
place.
Right by there's where the Ottawa River and the sea meets there, just before my arrow, right there by the bridge. So you get
Yeah.
a nice view of the ocean and all that there. Well, as you sit and you dine, it's really nice, right? And then he does kongs now. You ever had kongs before?
Me personally, no. No.
No.
Yeah.
But he does kongs now, as well as oysters and shrimp, right? Everything local and everything smoked and everything grilled. I love seafoods, and I
Right.
love to actually get that's when they do it grill and they smoke it on the grill. I love to go out and dine like that, where you get the full view of nature and having the food cooked on that organic natural style as well.
So he does a nice curry crab and dumpling.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right.
As well, we also have, it's a little further up, it's in Ottawa. Have you ever been to Ducky's
I have. Funny
Organic
enough.
Rose?
Yeah. Funny enough, the same way I went to Bodows. Yeah.
Bodows.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes. So that's another place. That's another, it's a, there's in-house now and it have outhouse dining now, because
Oh.
they did a lot of renovations to the place. But I just like that you can actually get the foods, the seafoods, and he does it smoke like the lobster. You get a lot of crab, a lot of you get a lot of corn. Sorry, a lot of corn with it now, and things like okras, right? That he puts on it, flavored peppers, pimento peppers, and stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fitness instructor and I do practice healthy eating. So
Right. But what is your favorite to get from that place there? In South
Duckies,
Ducky.
Duckies.
What is
Okay,
your
so
favorite?
my favorite is the lobster. I have to admit, my
Right. He
favorite is the
specializes
lobster.
in lobster. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Right.
specializes in roast lobster. You could call and you could order. You could pre-order your stuff. So by the time you get there, it's fully prepared and ready for you. It have a lot of different sauces that you could use. But I like that he implemented things like corn, like the okras, the flavor pepper, the pimento pepper now into the lobster when he roasts it, and it gives a nice taste blend, a different combination, as well as natural herbs and spices that we
And,
use down here. Like shall we use shadow benny, right? It's a herb that we use. Local people call it culantro as well, right? But there's shadow benny, there's celery, there's chive. We use a lot of ginger here in Trinidad. So I like to use a lot of to eat stuff with a lot of herbs and spices in it as well.
right. Okay. And the thing about Duckies is it's quite spacious, especially the outside. I haven't seen it
Yes.
the inside version. I don't think he had finished that when I was there, but the outside is quite a nice area to sit down there and
Yes.
chill out and eat some food.
Chill out and eat. That's as I say, you get that with duckies and Bodows, you get that natural um environmental, feel with it, as well as having these meals and how the meals are prepared. It's really nice. It's a nice experience as visitors visiting Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. But I get the impression that you do a lot of your own cooking as well, yeah?
Yes, I do. I do a lot of my own cooking. I love to cook actually. Right? I have two sons, right? Believe it or not. And my kids, they love to eat. I am cooking almost every day. I have to do 3-course meals with all my busy schedule. But I love cooking for them. And it when you cook as well, as I'm a fitness instructor, you tend to you can measure what you cook and average in your meals and stuff and thing. So for me, I although I eat on the outside a lot, I would prefer to cook my meals.
Right. What is their favorite meal that you cook?
Oh, their favorite meal is curry crab and dumpling. They are my kids. They brew
Right.
from me. So normally when I go to, like, if I'm going to Duckies or Bodows to get something, you would usually see people selling crab on the side of the street. So they would tie them up and you'd see them there, and it's hard for me to ever not driving, going about my business and see crab on the road and not stop and buy.
Right.
First,
And
I
what is
like crab and callaloo, so
so
I
so
would
what
bring
is
it
your
home.
favorite?
My
So
favorite,
yeah, what is your favorite that you cook?
well, my favorite out of all that I have told you so far is curry crab and dumpling.
Okay, that's what you cook. That's your favorite, and just like the
That
whole
is my
family likes that,
favorite. And the
right?
whole family, actually, my family is a seafood family, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We really do love and enjoy seafoods.
So talking about the fitness side of things, like I get the impression
Yes,
from what you were saying is you eat anything you like, anything that's tasty, but when you know it's like not possibly too good for you, you eat it in moderation.
correct,
Right.
correct.
Right.
Right? So I would usually tell my clients, right, that I, I wouldn't tell them to stay away from certain foods, right? You could eat all type of food, just eat it in moderation. There are times when you would have a heavy meal, right? So like they would say, and we all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So you have a heavy breakfast. Lunch, have a good lunch as well. Foods from the 6 food groups. And at night time is when I tell my clients, you try and have a light dinner, right? You try and have a light dinner, mainly because when you eat heavy and you go and sleep, remember, uh, the body has now have all this food in and it has to break down the food, and you are at rest. So it's not as if your body is doing work to exert all that food that you put in to create it into energy to produce work. You are at rest, you're sleeping. So I would advise my clients in the evening times, like if you have to eat a little after 6, try and have a light dinner, right? So that it compensates for the body to have to do not too much of work to break down all these foods that we ate, to store it as fat, because that's what usually happens. The
Right.
food is now stored as fat in the body, and because the body is at rest, right? So the food stores fat to stay there for energy.
Right. What I hear is like you're meant to give it at least 2 hours after you eat before you consider lying down.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
usually
that's
I wouldn't eat heavy. I don't eat heavy at evening times.
right.
Right? I would have a good breakfast because that is where you need to put in. I know a lot of people they don't take breakfast seriously, but breakfast is very, very, very important. Because
But
breakfast is the meal that carries you throughout the day until you have lunch.
are you one of these lucky people who can eat what you want and don't put absolutely any weight on, no matter if you
Yes,
exercise or not? Yeah.
yes, I am one of those lucky people. I
Right.
am. But it doesn't say that your body will not be under stress, right? It's just that your metabolism is higher than other people, right? But it has been proven, statistics has proven, a lot of people who have high metabolism in their body, usually if they would have things, chronic diseases sometimes like diabetes and high cholesterol, eh? So that's something that we need to take into consideration. Although we may not gain the weight and store the weight as fat, you have to be continually going and taking your regular checkups to ensure that everything is okay.
What would you say is the national dish of Trinidad and Tobago?
The national dish of Trinidad and Tobago. Ah, that's a tricky question because we have so many different ethnic groups living here.
Right. But if you had to pick one, what would you pick? I, are you referring to a
Crab
place?
and callaloo. Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. We've never had that
I was
before. Excellent.
I always walk with my backup. I always walk with my reinforcements. So
Right.
I have my reinforcements right to the back of me here.
Okay. So when it comes to pepper, are you none, slight, medium, or pepper?
Well, I half Spanish, right? And African mix, right? My ethnicity is more on the
That
Spanish
sounds kind of
side.
hot.
Yeah. Right. So my both parents, they have more Espanol in them, right?
Right.
And then I have a bit of African. So yeah, Spanish people hot, 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 hot on the pepper.
Right. Okay.
Right. So my pepper, I would say medium. It would have times that I would go extreme with the pepper, like if probably I go out and lime, right? And with lime and I might feel for a little oyster and I'd go to buy. So we have a lot of street food as well in Trinidad. I'd go for some oysters and I say, no, hit me the pepper. As well as one of our street foods is, well, I know you know about doubles. Come on, you should know about that. And I know you had doubles before, right? So we have Raphina Doubles. in Sangre
Raphina
Grande.
Doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They
That's the
have
name of the place.
Raphina. Yes.
Right.
No, actually, it's not. It's they have like those boots, those portable booths where they
Like the stools.
would
Okay, yeah.
pack up here and they would sell food. Right. So it's actually they sell doubles in the heart of Sangre Grande. So it's not hard to find them if you come to Sangre Grande on the east side of Trinidad. Uh, the doubles are really, really nice. And they have different sauces like tamarind sauce. They have chutney mango sauce. They have cucumber. You know
Okay.
cucumber, right? So they have cucumbers that they put cucumber in it and they would ask you if you want any pepper. Normally they say roast. That's what they say. Say you want a roast or you want medium, you want steak or you want roast. What you want?
Right.
So I really, really, really love Raphina Doubles. And I
But
think that's the only doubles place.
whereabouts on the whereabouts is it like Nick? Because I know like Sunday Grande, there's that big roundabout by the police station there.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, is it close to there?
Right. So what happened is the roundabout area, right? It's like you're going back to Arima. Like you're going, yeah. So you're going back to Arima side where you're passing through Grande. Right where KFC is to the right hand side of the road, there is where you would find Raphina's doubles. From
Oh,
Monday to Saturdays, they're usually out. They
on
would
the
be
same
out,
side or
yeah,
opposite
on the same side. On the same
as
side.
KFC? Okay.
Yeah, on the same side, right next to KFC there.
Right.
They would be outside from about 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock until like probably 9, 10 o'clock when they finish sell. But sometimes they finish really early as well, because you would see lines of people just standing up there and they just buying double. Some people just have the dinner right there on the spot. So it's a really nice thing to actually see, right? People just stand up and they just eating these doubles and licking their fingers. It's so nice.
Lovely. So let me ask you about pepper sauce again. Would you keep that in the fridge or the cupboard?
Of course, I have my pepper sauce in my fridge. You want me to actually have three different types of pepper
Oh,
sauce because, as I told you, my family is into pepper and we make that homemade pepper sauce.
right. Okay.
So
What
I
about
have,
tomato sauce?
yes, we also do have tomato. So this is actually, see, I actually brought, see,
Wow.
nice and fresh pepper sauce.
Okay. For a minute, I thought you was gonna take a bite there. I thought, whoa.
Then I can't talk if I take
Yeah,
this.
I can imagine.
If I
But
take that, be like,
tomato sauce, the fridge or the cupboard?
tomato
Tomato,
sauce.
tomato ketchup.
See, more pepper sauce.
Okay.
So I usually keep my pepper sauce in the fridge. It lasts longer.
Okay. What about tomato ketchup? Where do you keep that? The fridge or the cupboard?
I keep it in the fridge because of my kids. I have boys and they tend to be very, very, very messy. So I usually put it in like the squeeze. Let me yeah. Give it. Right. So I have my ketchup like in this.
Oh,
I buy this and I fill it with ketchup. So when they go in the fridge, they just have to,
right. Cool.
so that it preserves it and it keeps it fresh and nice.
Lovely. All right. So let me ask you your PELAU, because I know you like your PELAU. Do you like it dry or sappy?
I don't like the pilau sappy at all, at all, at all. I don't
Okay.
deal with that. Why I don't like it sappy? Because when the pilau cools, the rice tend to clump up together, right? I don't like it like that. So usually, and I cook, as I told you, I cook a lot of pilau home. Thank God, mommy taught me well. I I would just average how much water that I put into the pot with the rice. Right? If you want, I can just give you a little brief explanation on how it's made. You want to know?
No, I was just asking you what your preference was, whether you like it dry or sappy. That was the main
Nah,
thing.
I
You know?
like it. Not really. I wouldn't say dry, but I would say I like the rice grainy.
Right,
I like the
right.
rice grainy. Right? When it's sappy, as I said, the rice tend to clump together when it gets cold, when the pilau gets cold. But if you average how much water you put into the pot as the rice boils and the water evaporates, the rice will tend to come out very grainy. So when it's cool, you can actually dish it out and the rice comes out like normal. That's how I like my pilau.
Okay, lovely. So, what's your favorite drink? Favorite alcoholic drink and favorite non-alcoholic drink?
My favorite drink. I like my favorite alcoholic drink. I like Hennessy any day.
Okay, and non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic drink. Mm. Is there something called that?
I like that answer.
To be honest with you, I really don't have a favorite in a non-alcoholic drink. I think I live such a hectic lifestyle. You know, when I go for a drink, yeah,
All right.
it's
What about
normally
then? What about what's your favorite healthy drink?
what's my favorite healthy drink? I love smoothies. I
Right.
love smoothies. Yeah,
Okay.
I love smoothies. So
Okay.
I'd have like apple smoothies. I'd have pineapple smoothies, right? Yeah, for
All right.
healthy drinks. I like that.
Favorite fruit.
My favorite fruit. I love pineapples. I love pineapples, and I think now I eat it more than ever because pineapples have that oxidants in it. A lot of people don't know it's good right now to eat, especially with the COVID-19, the virus that's going on. Yeah, they encourage people to eat a lot of pineapple, right?
Right.
Because pineapple aid in boosting your immune system, right? And we need to have strong immune system when it comes to fighting this virus as we continue with this battle.
And what's your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetables. I love carrots. I love carrots. I wear glasses. And I have to wear glasses for the rest of my life because of I have astigmatism in both eyes, and it can be corrected. So I eat a lot of carrots.
That's good. That's good that you've
Yeah.
got eat a lot of carrots, not that you've got the sickness. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's let's see. When you're uh, eating um, food, Caribbean food at home, and would you have pets around when you're eating, or pets in the kitchen?
I don't have pets.
Right. Okay.
I don't have any
So,
pets.
so when it comes to like pets in general, are you? I presume you're not a licky face or no licky face. When it comes to pets licking your face, no licky face.
No, no,
Right.
no, no, no. I'm
Right.
no. I mean, I love pets. Don't get
Yeah.
confused.
I love pets. You know
My
those videos where you see like the cats or the puppies and they're playing? I can watch them
yeah.
all day. Or
I
if
can
they're
watch them. Oh,
yeah,
I watch them from a distance. I could watch them. That's how I do it from a distance. But I kind because I'm a nurse by profession. You know how it is with people who are in the medical field, right? I don't really fancy pet saliva and stuff. So I'm not with the licking stuff and thing, but I do love animals, don't get me wrong. I feed animals and thing. I'm just not an animal person because of my hectic schedule. I wouldn't have the time to actually, maintain animals that how I would love to. I don't already have two kids that I have to
yeah.
maintain.
People don't understand
Yeah.
like
It's
the
it.
amount of work that is involved in
Yes,
having
a
a
lot
pet.
of
It's just
work.
like having a
Yes.
child.
And it's the same thing. You have to carry them to checkups.
Yeah.
You have to get them their injections whenever necessary and stuff. It's a lot of work going into it. So I don't have that time. I don't have that time because when I'm not working, right? As a registered nurse, I work Eastern Regional Health Authority, right, in Sangre Grande Hospital. I am also a student. I'm presently I'm studying. I'm finishing my bachelor's. I've been a nurse for 14 years, right, working Eastern Regional Health Authority. But I went back to school. I'm currently finishing my bachelor's and doing a lot of courses, upping my qualifications in nursing, as well as being a fitness instructor, right? Today, actually, I have a class for 4 o'clock this afternoon at the Larry Boom Stadium in Arima. I am a Zumba, a certified Zumba instructor, but I usually do my original choreographies. All my pieces that I do are original pieces
So
that
could I
I.
ask you, what does Zumba actually mean?
Okay, so Zumba is a fitness element originated from Colombia by one called Beto, right? Zumba is more Latin based, right? Because it originated from Colombia, but it has taken the world by storm. So you find people from all over the world started to certify and register as a Zumba instructor. And wherever you're from, wherever your ethnic group, you would be stronger in that technique or style of dancing, right? So seeing that I'm from Trinidad and my music, my cultural music is soca music, right? I will build a lot of pieces with soca music. Yes, I would use Latin music, right? But let's be real about things. Trinidad is not a Latin based community. So I would do Latin as well as I would do more soca music here with original pieces from here, right? And it's a lot. It's like you do Afrobeats, African music as well, Zumba. There's Indian music. You would do Indian music too as well, and all different music from all over the world, right? So it's just not only based on Latin anymore, but music from all over the world.
Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who is probably, because there are, it's classified as overweight or obese people, a few in Trinidad. What advice would you give to someone who might be watching this and really wants to like try and get fit and healthy?
Okay. So my first advice I would give to someone who is obese is at the end of the day, you have to love yourself. It starts with you as the individual. So you have to be able to have self-love first before you could go out there and experience giving yourself or loving other people. You had to have self-love and you had to have confidence in yourself to actually take that step forward if you want to lose weight or tone up or get back into that healthy lifestyle practices. As I said before, you you could, there's what I do. This is my opinion, right? How I maintain my weight, right? I eat everything, but I eat it to, I limit my intake of how much of something that I eat, right? There's all different styles and type of fitness nowadays that you can get into. So you can get into something. You can start small by simply walking on an evening, right? You could do uh 5 minutes of walking. Start a do brisk walking, because remember, at the end of the day, it's all about you and you have to go at your pace. Always remember that. Do
So,
not
so that's
go
the
and
best
do
thing to
anything.
start with
Yeah,
walking,
go
yeah?
at your pace. You can start
Right,
walking at
right.
first. Remember the body. You cannot go into fitness just like that if you wasn't a person who was in physical activity on a day-to-day basis. You're going to put strain on your body. You can injure your ligaments. You can have torn muscles, and we don't want that, right? So start off simple first by just walking. Then you start to do brisk walking you start to do jogging, you increase with the jogging, you could increase the heart rate and get your cardio up, right? Then, if you want to join, there are different fitness elements in Trinidad where we do circuit training, right? Where that's like toning, for toning the body. Cardio, where you do, there's aerobics classes in gyms, and there's people who do aerobics classes now all in different savannas all over, right? And they advertise on Facebook. So it's social media is now out there where you can easily find instructors wherever you live and wherever location you're from, right? There's aerobics, there's dance fitness, there is Zumba now, there is Soca Fit. Soca Fit is a style, a fitness style that originated here in Trinidad, where we only use soca music, right? And we there's certain elements that you would know it's soca fit because we use the flags, right? We use the flags to signify that soca fit element, as well as we use, you would always see it branded on whoever instructor, soca fit, whatever instructor does it, right? And stick to whatever you're doing, stick to your plan, stick to your meal plans. Obviously, guys, if you're contemplating about losing weight, it is not just physical structure we're dealing with. We are also dealing with what you intake, which is mostly important. It's very important, right? Some people go and they do fitness, and right after they go, they eat bad, right? And that's
Doesn't
really
make
really
sense.
bad,
Yeah.
because it doesn't make sense that you put in all this work and then you go and you have a bad diet. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, as I said before, it starts with you, the individual, right? And you have to have self-love, and it's a lot of determination, and it's a lot of focus, right, on seeing yourself through on whatever aspect you want to reach, whatever goal you have. It's all about seeing it through.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's to do with vegetables is a really good type of food to eat, especially if you're on the path of fitness. But a lot of Trinidadians don't like
Answer.
vegetables.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of Trini here. I mean, and this is something that we need to work on as individuals, especially with our kids. Because not because we don't like to eat it, we won't cook it at home, or we wouldn't buy it. Right? Normally, when I cook at home, I would always have my fresh fruits and my fresh salads. So I use a lot of cucumbers, I use a lot of tomatoes, I use lettuce, right? A lot of lettuce. I use we have something that we call greens that we break, and we, so with my callaloo, hell, with my PELAU, actually, hello, I must have a green salad with my PELAU. I cannot eat
Yeah.
my PELAU if I don't have a green salad,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Uh,
coleslaw. Yeah. Yeah.
or coleslaw, exactly. You cut up your little cabbage with your grate your carrots, and you put your little mayo in it, not too much, but you, so these type of foods are necessary, especially if you want to lose weight. A lot of green foods that helps with fiber and roughage as well.
So if someone wanted to get in touch with Fit Formula to like join one of your classes, how would they get in touch with you?
Okay, so Fit Formula, guys, I am on Facebook, right? Just type in Fit Formula, right? It's one word, right? So you type it in and you would find me on Facebook, as well as you would find me on Instagram as well.
Right. Okay.
So I
And
have I'm doing a tribute to mothers, because it's Mother's Day, right? So my class this afternoon at the Larigome Stadium. My class is from 6 to 7 o'clock. I will be doing a lot of our local soca music, and TikTok is a big thing now that's trending. And then we had Kes with the licky tiki, licky tiki, licky tiki, licky tiki, licky tiki. So I did some choreographies that's trending right now with the different music. We have Patches. I go drink water, my
Yeah, I
business.
love that song.
So
Yeah,
I love that song too, and I just did a choreography for that song last night. So I'm eager to bust that routine tonight,
that's the
this
night.
afternoon. Yeah, for my clients. So it's vibes, it's real vibes this afternoon,
So
as well
tonight is the
as
tribute for Mother's
yeah,
Day Day.
tonight, right? So the night is the tribute at Larry Gomes Stadium, right, in Arima. That's where I usually have my classes, as well as I will be representing Sangre Grande in the Extra Foods Extreme Bird on Saturday morning. That will be from 7:30 to 8:30. Right, so I just want to big up Extra Foods in Sangre Grande. I like the way that they are going in terms of promoting uh, a healthy lifestyle practice, I would say, in promoting healthy lifestyle practice. So usually what they have, they do every Saturday. I don't know how long it would be for, but every Saturday from 7 o'clock in the morning, we have a burn there where they bring up different instructors from all over Trinidad and Tobago. And you'd have sponsorship, right, of different brands of food, but healthy foods, right? Where the participants would come and they would go, they would hear about the different foods, what the foods, what it intakes, how nutrition it is, and try out different samples and stuff and thing. As well as we do that workout Saturday morning. That has been really nice. Have you ever had a morning workout before?
Well, I've
A
had,
morning
like
like a
when I was
morning.
younger, not recently, not recently at all. When I was younger, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, the morning workouts has been the best workouts because it's heavier, energetic, and vibrant for the rest of the day. So I just want to big up Extra Foods and Sangre Grande, guys. Keep it pushing, keep it alive, and let's rock and promote healthy lifestyle practices.
I know that the extra foods in Grand Bazaar, they've got a
Yeah.
section where you could actually buy Caribbean food in there. Have they got a
Yes, they have
similar
a
thing
section.
in Sangre Grande?
No, not at the moment. Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
oh,
You could get like uh they usually do the roasted chicken and stuff,
oh, right, right.
but
No,
there's not a
in Grand
section.
Bazaar, you could actually go in and get like um, oxtail already
Oh,
cooked and things with rice
chicken.
and
Okay,
peas, or
that's
yeah,
nice.
just like
Yeah,
a
that's nice.
Caribbean restaurant. Fantastic,
Yes.
and good prices.
Good
Okay,
prices.
so I understand you're also a community activist as well. Tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about that, please.
Well, I always believe in giving back to the community, right? And in whatever area you live from, and promoting, uh, for me as a fitness instructor, healthy lifestyle practices, and working with the kids. Kids to me are very important because it's our future, it's our legacy. And if we don't support and encourage kids in the right positive road, we it's nowadays it's so easily to lose them, right? So I did a lot of work, especially on work. I did a lot of work with the team, right? My staff members. I did the Jerusalem dance production, right, for Eastern Regional Health Authority a year ago. So if you want, you can check it up, right?
Right.
Where
Yeah, send me the links and I'll check it out. Yeah.
right, and I was one of the main dancers in the that production as well. So imagine having to actually do the production and partaking in it. It was a lot of work, but miraculously it came out wonderful. I would send the link for you to see. I also did a rock your socks for World Down Syndrome Day, right? Because I like working, as I told you, I like working with kids. So we put on these colorful socks for World Down Syndrome Day, and that was the admission into the fitness event that I had in Eastern Regional Health Authority, where they came and we danced and we had fun. right? As well as we promote healthy foods, healthy lifestyle practices. I do a lot of fitness events all over Trinidad. As you can see, the one with extra foods, as well as I go assisting schools, go into schools, working with kids in the schools, telling them about healthy lifestyle practices and doing fitness for the schools. Just give it back to the community, right, in a positive way. And I think we need to have more people, that actually back then it was more about community, right? And it's something that I miss a lot because growing up when I was younger and I going up the road to get something in the shop for mommy, I couldn't pass the neighbor and didn't say good morning. You understand? The neighbor would have reached home by my mother and she would have cut my tail. You understand what I'm saying? So community is something that I would really like to see more of, people getting involved with the younger ones and the youths. We used to have so much of youth group meetings back then and stuff. These things has phased out. So I really think, in my opinion, we need more community togetherness.
Just out of curiosity, what are you going to eat later? What are you looking
What
forward to
am
eating later?
what am I looking forward to eat later? Well, I have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm off today from work in the hospital as a registered nurse. So I think I'm going to make a pilau later when I get back home. As I told you, it's a one pot meal and it's easy to prepare. So when I reach back home, I'd season my meats and stuff and let it marinate there with my green seasoning. I use plenty ginger and I use plenty garlic. So I'd season my meat, marinate and let it remain there. So when I come back home, I'll be cooking a pilau. And I have my cucumbers, I have my tomatoes in the fridge, I have my lettuce. I'll be making a green salad.
How long does it take you to cook the one pot paella, roughly?
How long? It would take like about 30 minutes for the most.
Yeah?
30 minutes for the most. Yeah. 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not hard to prepare. The only thing is, as I told you, you average the water that you put compared to the amount of rice put in the pot. Just you may need to put a little more according to how coarse the rice is or how you would want your rice. As I say, I like my rice grainy. So I don't put too much water in the pot where it would get sappy. I don't like that.
Right. Okay. I think this is one of the only conversations where I haven't talked about roti. Do you like roti?
Roti,
Do you like
of
roti?
course,
All right.
of course. You can't go to a
But,
Indian to a restaurant, an Indian restaurant in Trinidad and not have roti.
right.
Roti is one of the meals. It's a must when it comes to Indian food in Trinidad. Must have roti. There's different roti. There's chicken roti. There's beef. There's goat. I love the goat roti. You ever had one of those? The goat
Yes, I
roti.
have had goat. I have had goat. I haven't had
Yes.
There's lobster. I hear I haven't had that. I don't really. I'm not into shrimp.
Oh, you're not
Um.
into shrimp.
No,
Okay.
I
So
haven't
there's
tried.
that as well as they do veggie rotis, like potato rotis and stuff as well.
Okay. Where do you like to go for your roti?
Homes. Remember, I spoke
Oh,
about
home.
Homes. Yeah, that was the first restaurant that I spoke about. Homes is one of the restaurants that's it's known for their roti. Known for their roti. And in
Okay.
roti, as I told you, you have the different curries. So you have the potato, you have curry chicken, or you can either have curry stew. They do a curry stew chicken, right? There's beef, as I told you. There's shrimp. There's as well as they do. What I like about Homes is you get things like pumpkin. If you want it in your roti, it's there, right? So they do pumpkin on the side, or they would do dashing bush, the leaves that they cook, and they would have that on the side. So if you want that in your roti, you could get that as well, and those are healthy foods.
Okay. No,
right? As well as the
home to me.
curry.
Remember, I said the name was cozy. It also sounded like a Creole name as well.
Yeah, it's in
But
there.
they do all types of food.
Yeah, they
Right.
do all types of food there, but they're famous for the roti there.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're famous for the roti and homes as well. But they do all styles of food.
Well, Sula, I just want to thank you for being a part of this show. And I also want to thank you for the lovely work that you do, being a nurse, helping people with their fitness. Um,
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that are fitness enthusiastic as well, but there are a lot of people who want to get into fitness, and
yeah.
you encourage those people to do both. Really,
Yes, yes.
we need to be like more concerned about the health of too many young people
Yeah,
dying
it's true.
from um,
Right? And I always
illnesses they
say
can avoid. Yeah.
correct. And I always fit formula to me, the name fit formula, it it's basically individuals come to me with a goal, but not everybody goal will be the same, right? So you would find people coming and they're tone and they're slim and they just want to maintain, as well as you would find people who are obese and they're coming to lose weight, as well as there are others that would come and they just want good company. They just want somebody who that they could talk to and have positive conversations with and socialize with people who have the same agenda like they, so they come to the class. So fit formula is, in terms for me, is whatever you want out of life and you're coming to my class that I would be able to provide for you, right? That's what fit formula. I have your fit formula, but what is your fit formula, right? Wherever you decide, wherever you want to come. Sula, I need to work on my diets. Could you help me? Okay, fit formula has that for you. Sula, I just want to be in your company. Now. You're a nice, wild, free spirited, go lucky girl. And I just like to be around, yeah? We have that for you as well. As well as Sula, I've gained too much weight and I want to lose this weight, I want to work on losing this weight and be around people that could encourage me in a positive way. I have that for you. So that's what fit formula basically is. It's a tablet for whatever needs you need. I have that for you.
Excellent, excellent. Put your contact details again on the screen so the people can see. But once again, thank you for your time on the show. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Wishing you a blessed and wonderful day.
You too. I had a wonderful time. Even prepping up for this interview, I had a wonderful time. And I do hope that maybe you'd interview me again and find out how things went, right?
Okay,
With Fit Formula and if I have any other new dishes to bring towards the table.
okay. We look forward to that.
All right.
Blessings.
You
Lovely
too.
chatting with you. Bye bye.
Yes. Have a blessed day.